Great morning, my dear students. Welcome to the science class. My name is Jyoti and I am your science educator. And today we are going to continue the chapter that is grouping materials of different kinds. So let's start discussing the chapter. Firstly, let me give you the recap of the last session we had yesterday. Okay, so we have discussed about the different kinds of materials around us. And second thing, we have discussed about grouping of materials or things. Why do we grouping of materials or things? We do it for the identification as well as for sorting of similar and dissimilar things and for locating things conveniently. Okay, and for easy and more meaningful study. So most important is that it is done for the convenience so that we can easily locate the things where we have placed. Alright, so let's continue it from the next slide. So let me give you the overview of today's class. We will discuss about the properties of materials today. We are going to discuss about the properties of materials today. First property is appearance and the second property is hardness, and then we will discuss soluble or insoluble, then density, and the fifth property we are going to discuss, that is transparency. So let's discuss each of the property one by one in detail. Properties of materials. We choose to make an object depending on its properties and the purpose for which the object is to be used. So, जो भी हम object बनाते हैं, it depends on the properties and the purpose for which the object is to be used. Alright, so we should know some properties of materials. Before making any material, we should know about the properties of the material. So let's discuss each of them in detail. First is appearance. First of all, you should know the meaning of appearance. Appearance means the outer look of an object. Okay, different kinds of materials such as wood, plastic, metal, glass and pottery look different from each other. Even different metals such as iron, copper, aluminium and zinc appear different from each other. At the same time, they have some similarities too. Okay, some materials appear too shiny or lustrous. For example, gold. You can see the example of gold here. Okay, this is gold. So it is very shiny. And some others are very dull. Okay. For example, chalk. So materials can be classified on the basis of how they look or appear. Some materials have lustres, which is a soft glow to them, while others are plain or dull. As I have told you that the main example, that is gold, it have a lustre, means it have a shiny appearance, and on the other side the chalk, it have a very dull appearance. So, the objects can be classified onto the basis of the appearance as well. Alright, let's move on to the next slide. That is hardness. Hardness is also a property of any object. So, the object can be hard as well as soft. Materials can also be classified on the basis of their hardness. Materials that can be easily compressed or scratched are called soft. For example, cotton and sponge. You can see the example here that it is cotton and this is sponge. They can easily compressed. Okay, and they are known as soft materials. And onto the other side, and the material that cannot be scratched are difficult to compress are termed as hard. For example, iron and wood. You can see the example, this is metal iron. Okay, and this is very hard to compress. So now let's move on to the next property, that is soluble and insoluble materials. You can see the example here. You have sugar, water, and when we mix sugar into the water, it forms a sugar solution. So it is purely soluble into the water. Means कि वो पानी में प्रॉपर तरीके से मिक्स हो जाता है. That is known as soluble material. But on to the other side, that if you take a sand and you want to mix it into the water, then you will see there will be no solution. The sand particles settle down at the bottom. Okay, so the soluble and insoluble materials are very different from each other. Okay, the materials that can be dissolved into the water upon stirring are said to be soluble materials. For example, I told you that the sugar solution, and on to the other side, the example is of stones and clothes cannot be dissolved in water. Okay, as well as sand, it cannot be dissolved into the water. So it is also the property of any material. Okay, so this can be the property of materials. Alright, so let's quick recall what we have studied today. So we have studied about the properties of materials, that is appearance, hardness and soluble or insoluble. So appearance is the outer look of the material. On the basis of that they are classified. Okay, and second property was hardness. The hardness is also the property of the materials, and the third is soluble and insoluble, that some materials are dissolved into the water and some does not dissolve into the water. So this is also the property of the material. Alright, I think this topic is clear to you now. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.